thing is just for preaching. So the Buddha Dharma is to be practiced from all parts, right? So you cannot say this is a small part that doesn't need any practices, but that is a very profound part and it needs to be practiced. You cannot say that. So just like small bricks and big pillars in a building, all parts of the Dharma are important. But nevertheless, the chapter that we are beginning this from this year onwards, or from today onwards, will be the more serious sort of practices. We will be going much more deeper. And so basically it starts with taking refuge. And taking refuge is actually the foundation of all Buddhist practices, because without refuge, we talk about faith, right? So faith as being the foundation of all practices. Normally, we refer to religion as a faith, right? The faith of Buddha Dharma, the faith of Hinduism, the faith of Christianity, like that. So faith is the foundation of all spiritual practices, and the ultimate sort of way to bring faith is through refuge, taking refuge in the taking refuge in the Buddha, taking refuge in Dharma Sangha or the Guru, etc. So we will be going through more rigorous study, more serious study from now onwards. So I think it just so happens to be a coincidence that I mean, it just so happens to be, whether you can call it that a coincidence or not. It's the on the occasion of on the occasion of the new year, on the occasion of my birthday, we are actually stepping into the next chapter of the inner practices, which starts from taking refuge. So I think that's a very auspicious sign, and so I look forward to conduct the class. So today you have made a lot of preparation for my birthday, and for which I'm so grateful. A lot of you have gathered here today. Thank you for coming, and thank you for all the preparations. I know you have worked very hard late into the night, worked very hard to make this happen. So thank you very much, all of you. And I see there are a lot of people here. So do you have enough cake for everyone? Everyone, equal amount of cake to share with everybody? Also, I'm waiting for my share too.
Me too, Rinpoche.
Hi, Kim.
Happy birthday, Rinpoche.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah. So thank you, everyone, for the cake, for the wishes, and for the beautiful prayer, the lamp prayer. It was beautiful, very well synchronized, and so very beautiful. Thank you for all of that. So I just came from I came to my house 2 days ago. I came from Bodh Gaya, and before that I was traveling in Dharamsala and Varanasi and other holy places. And so my last journey was in Bodh Gaya, where His Holiness the Dalai Lama was teaching. So we have a 3-day teaching, public teaching. And so we visit a lot of holy places. And so it was a very eventful year. We concluded it very auspiciously, and very fortunate to receive His Holiness teaching in such a advanced age. His Holiness is advancing in his ages, but he still, was determined to teach, to meet the public, to teach, and all that, which was sort of a concern for us as a student as a student, you know, it's very difficult to become to be impartial, because once you devote to your guru, you somehow develop some sort of partiality, and you want, you know, some sort of selfishness seeps in, and you feel like your guru, you know, the long life, health, all these are more important than to meet with people. Some sort of like concern, maybe it's coming from a very conditioned mindset and selfish mindset, but that sort of thought comes in. So in one point, when His Holiness meets a lot of people, does a lot of public teaching, it's a concern um, for us, for myself. But at the same time, in such an advanced age, the sheer determination to serve sentient beings, coming from bodhicitta, unconditional love and unconditional compassion, just to serve humanity, just to serve sentient being. That in seeing my guru's practices, seeing my guru's determination, that actually strengthens my own commitment, determination, and it's always inspiration for me. So when I see, so the event, the moment teaching that His Holiness gave, and the moment that we had with His Holiness was very inspiring and touching. So that is something that I want to share. And as I said, His Holiness is advancing in his age, and I know many of you are not like directly his student, but many of you are. So not all of you, but many of you are. So whether you are or not, it doesn't really matter. His Holiness is the one of the most important Dharma teachers, Dharma practitioners, guides living in this world. And so his longevity and his good health is of utmost importance. So I appreciate all the greetings and the dedication and the prayers that you have made for my birthday. And I dedicate my good merit, my all all the good things that I've done and my merits that I've accumulated by doing any good things to His Holiness longevity. So that is something that I would like to share. So another issue is that there has been an increasing amount of sicknesses, illnesses in the world. And as we know, in many different parts of the world, different variants of the pandemic has been increasing. So especially in the places that where you are listening to the Dharma right now. So in the places that where you are living, it's increasing. So it's a real big concern for me, and I pray that everybody take precautions and keep to their good health, and that we will be able to find a permanent solution to get rid of all this in the nearest future, in any part of the world, wherever you may be. So there is the there is the measures, solutions taken by on the governmental or on the authorities level, but also at the same time, it's important to take measures at the personal level as well, individual level. So this is something that we can all do. So I pray that you all take very good care of your health, eat good food, keep a healthy diet, not just physically, but also mentally, keep a fit mind. Basically, we talk about detoxifying our food, our body, but at the same time, detoxing our mind, taking out all the toxicity in the mind or in the heart. basically, as I said, the thumb, right? The English translation, thumb. Mind is little bit, mind is here, heart is here, there. But the Tibetan sem or the Sanskrit chit or the Vietnamese thumb, in that case, are or have the same meaning. So basically, to keep your thumb clean, pure. That way, you will be able to increase, strengthen your immune system when you have a positive mindset. And with that, you'll be able to fight off a lot of the negativities, whether it's man-made, whether it's natural, anything. You will be much more prepared, well prepared to fight that. So basically, keep a pure thumb, pure mind, pure chitta, pure sim. So detox your body, detox your mind, and keep a clean diet, both mentally and physically. We know we know that the mind controls the body, right? Whatever we think, we do. But then our mind is supposedly superior, but at the same time, there are things that our mind can learn from our body. Our body, whatever it consumes, it excretes, it whatever toxicity, whatever negativity is there, it just throws it, it just dumps it the next day or a couple of days later. So whatever toxicity that you might have consumed last year, none of that is remaining in your stomach right now. It's all been dumped. But whatever toxicity that you have consumed mentally in your mind, a major portion of that is still in your mind. So you see, there is something the mind can learn from the body, because the body body actually is very good at detoxifying its negativities, but the mind is not. Of course, for which we need to, it's not that mind is incapable of doing so. It is capable, but it needs to be trained. And that is something that we will strive. That is something that we will push forward.
Rinpoche, in the first sentence, is the mind can control the body? Or
yeah, usually we say the mind controls the body, right?
Yes.
What we think we do. And mind is superior, better. But there are things that the mind can learn from the body, right? Like the body, every day you have to go to the restroom, you go to, you dump out all the negativities that you have, after taking out all the essence of the food, whatever excretion, whatever waste there is, it's actually dumped down. The body does that, but the mind cannot dump things down. Whatever negativity, whatever toxicity is there, the mind actually gets stuck with that, right? So this is something that the mind should learn from the body.
Yes.
And this mind has the capability to do that, but the reason we are not able to do that is because we have not trained the mind to do so. And the training we will receive from the Dharma. Thank you. So I will just say a few lines from the chapter, and then we will conclude because I have a appointment. I will read from chapter 1 of the book. The chapter 1 starts with taking refuge, the foundational stone of all the paths. So there's a line, there's a stanza, four lines. I will read that one. Crowned with the three jewels of the outer refuge, you have truly realized the three roots, the inner refuge. You have made manifest the three kayas, the three bodies, the ultimate refuge. Peerless teacher, at your feet I bow. So taking refuge is to seek refuge, or to rely, basically to rely fearlessly, to rely not with blind faith. Of course, you can, what I'm not saying blind faith is bad or anything like that, But if you can, you should strive to have, you should look for the qualities of the teacher, of the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. And once you find that qualities, and then you have faith in that object of refuge. So the difference between a blind faith and non-blind faith is that blind faith is, as the name suggests, it's blind. So once you open your eyes and you see something different from what you are imagining, then you lose all the faith. But with an open faith or a peerless faith, you have seen the qualities in the object that you are taking refuge or having faith in. So therefore, it's an infallible. It's there's damage control. There is no damage when you take refuge or faith in a thing. When you take refuge in someone with non-blind faith, then there is no damage. You have damage control. But when you have blind faith, it's not always wrong, but sometimes having blind faith may, take you to the wrong path. So basically, this is the first chapter talks about taking refuge, and so we will continue this from next week onwards. Thank you. Gewa di nyurdo da lama sanye dugyura nen jowa che male ye sala go bara sho e chanjo semjo rembo je ma ye bana ma ge juro ke ba nyamba me bara yang gone gondo be bara sho e pi me enze Tere je jene je ase